Now will we see the magic?
All right, where's Murray? Okay, who is it?
This is Jesus, kid.
Know then that it is the year 10,191.
Yes, we are bored. We're all bored now.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
Hello and welcome to Mary vs. the Movies with your host Mary Jones.
And Dennis Ling.
And we are embarking on yet another Dennis versus the Movies month.
Yes, another year has passed. Movies still exist, and I will have my vengeance.
You know what? Fair. You may feel the same way after we watch this movie that we're going to watch.
People seem to like it.
I loved it as a kid.
I see.
The problem is, we're from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We're programmed to like the film we're going to watch. We haven't even said what it is, although if you're listening to the podcast, obviously you already know. We are going to watch the movie Mannequin.
Is that Andrew McCarthy?
I believe so.
Okay.
Andrew McCarthy, Kim Cattrall, and I don't remember what is it? Meshach Taylor plays a sidekick.
Okay.
Do you know who Meshach Taylor is?
No.
Okay. You didn't watch Designing Women when you were young?
No.
Why
I wasn't
why
young.
not?
I was a grown man.
Yeah.
when
you could have watched Designing Women.
No.
That was a good show. You know.
Delta Burke.
Yes.
I believe Wanamaker's is involved in this.
Oh, it is very involved in this.
Is the Eagle involved in this?
I don't remember if the Eagle's in this, but so yeah, I mean, what do you know about this movie?
I know a mannequin turns, I suppose, into Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
That I suppose I missed out on, apparently, according to a friend of ours.
Oh, you did, but go on.
And so she comes to life, and I guess he falls in love, and hijinks ensue.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's your usual Pygmalion sort of story.
Like, from the scenes I've seen, like in commercials, it seems to all take place at night.
Yes.
Maybe she only comes to life at night.
Okay.
I know there's a Twilight Zone episode about mannequins coming to life. There's obviously the automatons or whatever, the Doctor Who.
Yeah.
The plastic people come to life.
The Autons.
Autons, that's right. Yeah.
Which is just, all they did was collapse the word automaton into auton. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's not like they had to go very far for that. Yeah. Okay. So you get the idea that there is a sort of Pygmalion element into all of this, where a guy has a statue come to life. It's a famous sort of motif. You know that it takes place in Philadelphia.
Yep.
That it is filmed in Wanamaker's.
And by Wanamaker's, it used to be Macy's, and it is no longer Macy's.
Well, okay. First of all, it was Wanamaker's to begin with.
Correct.
And then it became, I don't know, Stearns maybe? Something like that. I forget how many, there were a couple of purchasers in the late 90s who took over from Wanamaker's before Macy's finally stepped in.
So the location for people that don't know, Wanamaker's is right in Center City, right off of City Hall, across the street.
It's the heart of the city.
Yep, and there is in the center of the building. It's kind of raises up like 8 floors.
Yeah,
and it's all open there, and there's an eagle there, a big. Well,
the giant eagle statue is on the floor.
Correct.
There is an organ that takes up a good chunk of the building.
Yeah, there's the actual organ itself is on the 3rd floor.
Well, the keyboard is on the 3rd floor.
But the pipes are actually take up floors 2 through 8 through all these rooms. I've seen maps and stuff. It's it's huge. And
at Christmas, they have a huge light display and show. And much later, in the early 21st century, they bought the Dickens Village from what was Strawbridge's, and before that, I think it was at Lit Brothers. But it was sort of, part of the big Christmas celebrations in Philadelphia was going to Wanamaker's and seeing the light show. And seeing Santa Claus and eating at the Crystal Tea Room on the top floor and all that type of stuff.
Were there years during the pandemic that didn't do that?
I think maybe in 20 they didn't do it.
Right.
But then in 21 they started being able to go and see stuff because by early 21, there were vaccines and things were opening up. So.
And this year there won't be one.
No. Sometime in the middle of last year, Macy's said they were closing the store, and that meant there would be no Christmas show. And the city and some other fundraisers were able to step in so that we could at least see the
Pennsylvania Ballet.
Yeah, they were among others. They were able to step in and make sure that we could still have the light show and see Dickens Village and all this other stuff. The film, of course, was made when this was not just a retail space, but kind of like one of the big ones, right? I was still living in the city as a child when this was made, and I definitely saw this as a kid on video. You know, it's not like we went to the movies or anything, but it was a novelty to see Philadelphia in a film. Not that I had never seen that. Rocky was around, obviously, but. Yep. And like other films have been made in Philadelphia by now, it wasn't just Rocky, but by the time this came out, you already had like Trading Places and Witness and other stuff. Blowout, yeah. I
had a friend who was filmed. He was a background character in Blowout, but that scene got cut.
Oh, okay. So yeah, other films have been made in Philadelphia, but I always liked that this was set at the Wanamaker building.
Yeah.
And so Wanamaker's was, we would shop there because I grew up like kind of just outside of Center City. Kind of Center City, but this is a place we would go, but also like this was like Christmas for me, right?
Yeah.
So you would go to Wanamaker's and you would see the light show. You go to the toy department. There was a monorail for children to ride around on.
Did Gimbels ever own it?
Own what?
Own the building?
No, that's the whole point. They were the rival.
Okay.
Gimbels was their own thing.
Was it ever mentioned in Miracle at 34th Street?
Yes.
Okay.
As a rival store.
Right.
Yes. I realize Miracle on 34th Street is like your only point of reference for department stores.
Yeah, it is.
But no, they were a big part of American culture.
Yeah.
And where you went to buy stuff.
Why not Corvettes?
Because it wasn't as important. It wasn't as big a deal. Look, Wanamaker's was the first department store.
Yeah.
This is not that important to the film, but it's important enough that this is set at a department store when department stores were a big deal. At the time, it didn't mean anything. Now it does mean something. Now it's interesting as like a period piece.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to go too much into what department stores, why they were important or whatever, because we can talk about that when we actually see the film. Yeah. But, when I was a kid, I loved this movie because it was set at Wanamaker's, and I wasn't nostalgic or anything yet because it hadn't gone away. Right? It was just like, oh, this is so cool. This place I go every Christmas, and like other times as well. Like, we would buy dresses and whatnot there. But like, oh, it's so cool that like kind of the Palace of Commerce in the city is in a movie. Oh right. My God. Because as far as I knew as a little child, movies were either set in New York or Los Angeles or a fantasy land.
Yeah.
Oz or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. That was cool.
And I presumably filmed here as well.
Yeah, it was filmed in the building. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you really have never seen this, have you?
I haven't seen this.
You have no frame of reference for this film. This is amazing to me. How do you not know this movie at all?
I don't know.
You're from Philadelphia, right?
Sorta. I'm from Flowertown.
Dennis.
I was born in Philadelphia, but I was raised in
Flowertown is literally a mile outside of Chestnut Hill.
Yeah.
It's not like you grew up in Harrisburg.
No.
Right? You're not from Ohio? You're not from, Iowa? You're not from California?
But I'm from the suburbs.
So what? You're not even from a different part of the state. You're not even from Berks County.
Yeah.
You're literally right over the line from Philadelphia. You went to college in Philadelphia. You've spent so much time in Philadelphia. You cannot claim that because you grew up in Flower Town and went to school there, and again, you're like, what, a mile over the city limits?
So, like, I knew it was filmed in Philly, and I felt like I should be watching it, but I wasn't interested in the movie. So
Why?
I don't know, because it was, it just seemed like a romantic comedy.
So it wasn't interesting because, there's a girl in this?
Yeah, I'm like a teenager. I'm like, I'm not watching those movies. I don't care.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I just
Andrew
find
McCarthy he's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't care about Andrew McCarthy. Honestly, I really don't.
I didn't know Kim Cattrall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Sex and the City?
I did.
Okay.
And I kind of like that she always disagreed with the others.
Yeah.
I mean, as an actress and stuff.
Do you think there will be a love triangle?
Yeah, I think he's in love with, like, he's dating a normal girl.
Okay.
But falls in love with a mannequin. Yeah.
All right. Do you think there will be a dog?
No, because it's in the city, and I don't know. I don't feel doggishness in this
People
one.
have dogs in the city.
I know, but like this seems like a lower class movie. I think upper class people have dogs in cities because they're like, oh, I can afford a dog or something, and I can have someone take care of it.
Do you think there will be a death?
And I'm just talking like movie rich people. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't think there's gonna be a death.
All right. Do you think there'll be an angry dad?
Yeah, there's gonna be an angry dad somewhere. I don't know if it's gonna be. I get the feeling he's gonna be like a kind of loser dude or something, and dad will be like, "You gotta be better."
Do you think there will be a cool car?
I feel like there's gonna be a cool car for no reason.
All right.
I mean, like there'll be SEPTA buses, I assume, but yeah, no, I feel like he and the model, I mean the mannequin they'll have a wild night in a car.
Okay.
Like in fact, I feel like is there a convertible? Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out.
Like I have images that I feel like I've seen just in ads and stuff, and I'm like maybe that's that. I don't know, like a Barbie type car.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
This is building on Splash. This is building on Weird Science.
Sure.
So I don't think this is going to be this. I don't think this is the ending. But I was thinking like of the Splash ending where he goes to the ocean with her. Yeah. And I was like, oh, maybe he becomes a mannequin at the end. They spend their life as mannequins.
They spend their lives as mannequins? That's not a life, Dennis.
They live forever.
Why wouldn't... Hold on. At the end of Splash, he goes into the water and basically becomes a merman.
Yeah.
But the mer people have a civilization. Do you think the mannequins, which are just plastic people, have a civilization?
We don't know. We're not privy to their civilization.
Really? Do you know what animism is?
No.
That's fine. We'll leave it. That's all right. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Can I ask about anything?
No.
Okay, I can't ask.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess we can watch this thing.
Okay, you're ready? You're ready to watch this?
Yeah, I'm ready to destroy this movie, finally.
We're crazy.
What do they know? I completely forgot that this song is from this movie.
Starship. At least they didn't build this city.
Ooh. People love Diane Warren. That's fine. She has written a lot of hit songs.
It's catchy.
It's very catchy. That's the problem.
The thing is, I kind of love Grace Slick in that song. Like I love her little. I don't know. You know what? She has an Elaine Bennis energy. You know?
She's not the only one who has Elaine Bennett's energy in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just like Grace Slick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's something about her singing that, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's full belted.
Yeah.
It's from like the diaphragm. You know,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's like karaoke singing. It's like built for karaoke.
I totally see that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I completely forgot that song is from this movie. Like,
It's a wedding song.
who hasn't married a dummy? We've all been there.
Yeah.
You were engaged before me.
You
Wait a
married
minute.
me.
Dennis, I was seriously going to come in and say that I was the dummy in the relationship, but you know what?
No.
We're both kind of dummies.
I guess so.
So, look, this movie, it doesn't have great reviews. People think it's a terrible movie.
And it ain't.
It's not. It's underrated.
Like, I came here to destroy this movie. I can't destroy this movie. I love this movie.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
There are plenty of reasons to love it.
Yeah.
1, Philadelphia.
It's so Philly.
It's very...
There's no accents at all.
No,
But-
not even slightly.
In fact, to me, the most Philly character is Hollywood.
Oh no, I've definitely met Hollywood
'Cause I've
many times.
met a lot of Hollywood types.
I love
Philly.
Hollywood
He's great.
Montrose. Oh my god, Hollywood Montrose is a foundational character for me.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid growing up, Irish Catholic neighborhood, it's not like there weren't queer people around, but you didn't really think about it exactly. And so when I saw basically back to back this and Hairspray, they both blew my little 9-year-old's mind, which is great, which I'm so glad about.
John Waters was like, mission accomplished.
Yes, absolutely.
Hollywood at one point has like a little John Waters mustache. It was amazing.
Oh, I didn't even think about
like
that.
towards the end, yeah.
Sure.
The little drawn on.
As far as I know, Meshach Taylor was not gay. I mean, but there's something about his portrayal of Hollywood that, is it a gay stereotype? Maybe, but there's nothing mean-spirited about it. Yes, he is the sidekick. He is, helping the hero, but he also saves the day in the end. And
Right.
and there's nothing like, it's not like self-sacrifice. It's not like bury your gays. It is, I beat up a bunch of cops with a hose.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, pretty much all you want. So I remember seeing like that character on screen, and he's flamboyant, and he has all this kind of wild aesthetics, the glasses and everything, and the way he dresses.
Got the Elton John glasses.
Yeah, and it's great. And I just remember being completely in love with all of that and just thinking like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I'm so happy you finally get to see Hollywood.
It's great.
He's great.
Yeah.
I just kind of love this movie, even if it's like considered not good. But
I have to say, this kind of makes up for Pretty in Pink.
yes,
Like Andrew McCarthy, in that, we hated. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh my God,
Drown him in
get
the
off
screw-
of this dude.
drown him in the Schuykill.
Yeah.
In this movie, however, he's fine. He's fun.
Yeah.
He, he's the protagonist. He's not obnoxious.
I feel like he plays the same character in Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, kinda.
And is doing the same thing, just carrying this body around.
Yeah, that's true. But I have to say, Kim Cattrall, probably, a more fun body to carry around
Well, yeah,
than
sure.
Terry Kaiser. I like Kim Cattrall in this actually a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is fun.
Mhm.
She has some very fun physical comedy in the very beginning. So when the movie opens, it opens in ancient Egypt, and she is hiding as a mummy in a tomb because her mother wants her to get married. But there's some fun physical comedy of her like wrapped up in bandages and like hopping around and stuff, and I rather like it actually.
It felt like a SNL sketch.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then, so it goes into this animated opening thing, which we've seen before. I kept thinking, like, man, they wanted to walk like an Egyptian in this song.
So much.
They got Belinda Carlisle, like, we gotta go.
Because they couldn't get like, I guess, the Bangles.
Yeah.
They went with Belinda Carlisle, and I mean,
It's one or the other back then.
exactly. And I really like this opening. So we
Yeah.
have like this opening montage and animation not unlike Who's That Girl. Kind of get Emmy's like little backstory of, she wakes up in different time periods and she acts as a muse to people. So, she shows up in like, the Renaissance and whatever. And I think it kind of like the idea is to build up the idea that she is a muse. And so she comes to life every so often and then goes back to sleep. And whether she is a statue or whatever, in this case, she ends up as a mannequin in Philadelphia.
I was surprised they didn't bring up Da Vinci. Because she was obsessed with flight, and I just assumed.
Well, I thought she was
I thought
Mona Lisa in one of the.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She was. Never mind.
No, they do. They
Okay.
do allude to her. Yeah. She is obsessed with flight, and that does get played with a little bit later in the film. The first time we are in the modern period, we are in Philadelphia, and like the immediately established Philadelphia, I have to appreciate, not with like the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall, but with the art museum.
Yeah.
And like not even with like a reference to Rocky or anything. Like I kind of appreciate that this movie, it's very consciously set in Philadelphia. They mention Philadelphia, they show Philadelphia, and they're not referencing all of the stuff you would think about as being like, oh, we're referencing Philadelphia, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's not built around, like Rocky or, 1776 or any of that stuff. It's just purely, we're in Philadelphia. And I have no idea why, but it's kind of nice.
Yeah. It's low-key Philadelphia, which is what Philadelphia wants.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't rub it in our faces. Come on.
We meet our hero, Jonathan. He is initially working in a warehouse full of mannequins, and he's putting them together to go off to various department stores. It looked like he was on like Cowell Hill or something. I feel like whatever warehouse they did the outside shot of, I'm like, I've driven past that building. I feel like that's probably on like 8th Street or whatever. Didn't you feel like you knew that building?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like kind of not living in. He is working in this warehouse and.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. Oh, so yeah, Vine Street.
Yeah.
That area. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to say it's on 8th Street. It might not be exactly on 8th Street, but you know where the building I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah, we're leaving Union Transfer and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so weird when you watch a film like this and it's made in a place that you know very well, that say you grew up in, and you're watching it now 40 years later, actually. To some extent, things in the area have changed, but certain buildings haven't changed. So that's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I think that building is still there, and it still looks just kind of like a, beige warehouse. So
there's one shot where he's in the rain, and it looked like South Street. I couldn't tell, and I'm like scanning for the ants from Zipperhead.
Yeah,
but I don't think it was there. I don't know.
I don't.
Could have been anywhere on South Street.
But it could have been anywhere in that part of the city too.
Yeah, it could have been Pine.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of like outside at night shots of him on his motorcycle. I don't always know exactly what street they're on.
You know what? The humor in like his like kind of sequence of being in jobs and in getting fired felt very like Better Off Dead type jokes.
Yeah.
Like I could easily see John Cusack in the same role, like making balloon animals. But he doesn't have Andrew McCarthy's weird energy that carries the rest of the film, though.
I'm not like a Andrew McCarthy fan.
Yeah.
I don't.
And me neither. Yeah.
Like it more in the sense of like I'm indifferent to him. I'm not against him either. Like I don't care. But
like he has this weird, naive type acting that usually does not work.
Yeah. But
works for this particular movie very well. It's like he finally found a part that works for him.
He has these various jobs, and he is, obsessed with this one particular mannequin he put together. He keeps losing his jobs until he worms his way into a job at Prince & Company, which is a huge department store in downtown, which was filmed at Wanamaker's.
Yeah, very much so.
COVID did a lot to kill that type of thing. Obviously buying stuff online has killed a lot of things. The irony, of course, is that a place like Wanamaker's, like specifically actually Wanamaker's, John Wanamaker pioneered the idea that you could go into a store, know exactly what you're going to pay, and get to actually handle the merchandise before you had to buy it. You know, before him, you would go to a place and just ask for a thing and you got what you got. Or you would order through a catalog, Sears, and, you know, whatever showed up at your house, you kind of just had to eat it, right? Like, if it worked, great. And if not, you were kind of screwed. And otherwise, you just bought from, you know, Joe Schlunk down the street and you haggled over the price. And
oh, man, I love Joe Schlunk's prices.
So, Joe Schlunk is like one of my mom's sort of like, you know, a name for a guy, just like the guy down the street that you work with.
One of my favorite sayings of your mom is, show me the books.
Well, she's right.
Yeah, like whenever she hears something sounds fishy, she's like, show me the books.
Yeah, she's right. And here's the thing. At Wanamaker's, you were essentially shown the books.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to buy a thing, you wanted to buy a coat, or you wanted to buy a piano, or you wanted to buy boots, you got to actually handle the merchandise, and it cost exactly what it said.
Yeah.
And you weren't screwed over.
Square deal.
It was a square deal.
Square deal.
Yes, exactly. That was normal for a very long time, but then the internet took off. And it was like, oh, you could just buy stuff online. And if it didn't fit, well, maybe you'll send it back. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Like, hey, it's drop shipping now. And like everything is just kind of crap.
Yeah.
And you kind of get what you get and you hope that it fits. And if it doesn't fit, you go, well, it only cost me $12 or whatever. But I don't know.
But another thing related to this movie, and maybe even inspired by this movie, like in the 90s and like maybe early 2000s, actual store windows of this store was amazing.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, I think, was because PCA, Philadelphia College of Art, later University of Arts, was like down the street. I think they would just get either, you know, like out of work artists or whatever, they would like design these amazing displays in the windows.
Well, that's kind of what's going on in the background of this movie is
Exactly.
He is an out of work artist. He is a sculptor taking his unused talents and making money by working for a department store. And so he's designing these, you know, store window displays and whatnot, because otherwise he's not getting a lot of work in the arts. Philadelphia used to have multiple colleges of art.
Yeah.
You know, people think of Philadelphia as a real kind of, you know, working class town, and it very much is. You know, yeah, because, you know, I mean, all of my family, they worked in factories and whatever. But we also have a lot of colleges. One Ivy League school, University of Pennsylvania. We have Drexel, Temple, you know, Textiles, which is now like merged with Jefferson, whatever. You know, medical schools, you know, etc. But we also have multiple schools of art. Or did until let's say before 2020.
Yeah.
Multiple schools of art. So you had the University of the Arts, you had the
Academy of Fine Arts, or Academy.
Yeah, no, the Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. Yeah. Is it Pennsylvania? Whatever.
I always called it Academy, and then
yeah,
and then just would figure it out the rest later.
Well, that's just it. We call it the Academy, but it was like the Academy of Fine Arts, which is the one
place
that's
they brought in the horse.
Explain that.
So, their shtick, their thing was that they always, for anatomy class, they would actually bring in a horse.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
the horse school.
Yeah. Okay, so you had the University of the Arts, and they had a couple of different buildings, and they were on Broad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's an amazing building too.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in there?
Which one?
The Academy.
No. Let's explain, because you know, right. There are at least 3 different schools.
Yeah.
4 actually, one of which you went to. So you had the University of the Arts, the Academy of the Fine Arts. Mm-hmm. That's, I think, the one that David Lynch went to.
Oh, I thought he went to PCA. I don't know.
Well, explain what PCA is.
That's Philadelphia College of Art.
Right.
Later University of Arts.
Okay. So I'm not entirely sure.
I thought he went there, but see,
I thought he went to the
and I think
Academy
that's
of Fine
where
Arts.
Joe Dante went as well.
Joe Dante went to the University of the Arts.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why he would allow them to show the movie Orgy.
Yeah.
But then you also had Moore College of Art.
Yep.
there was like a textiles. Kate, who has been on the show, went to textiles for a while. And then there was Tyler, School of Art, which you went to.
Yeah.
So, okay, so there's at least 5 different schools of art.
And Tyler was part of Temple.
Yeah, it was part of Temple, but it was also very much a separate school. And also, that also kind of explains Philadelphia. It's long had an art scene. It also has a long-standing gayborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Called the Gayborhood.
Yeah.
So Hollywood, I'm sure, lives down the street because it's actually like literally around the corner from where the department store is.
Yeah, the department store, it's between Broad Street and Juniper. We see Juniper in one, and Juniper is next to 13th.
Yeah.
And so the Gayborhood is like right down, you just keep going down that street.
Yeah.
And then make a left. There's Woody's.
And
there's Giovanni's room.
Yep.
It's all there.
Oh, Giovanni's room is a great bookstore.
It is.
Love that place.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're watching this film, and yeah, look, it's basically a riff on Pygmalion. Manning these displays, and at night, one of the mannequins comes alive, and it's Kim Cattrall, and she is the Egyptian princess or whatever who comes to life every night, and they hang out and have fun and avoid other people seeing what they're doing.
Which it turns out is part of the rules. Like, she's not allowed to be seen, or if someone sees her, she turns back into a mannequin.
Right.
But we did skip the one thing I was right about.
What?
He has a girlfriend.
Here, okay, let's do our thing. Is there a love triangle?
There sure was.
Yes.
I was 100% right on that.
He has a real-world girlfriend. She works for a rival department store.
And the thing is, she was kind of cool in the beginning. Patient or whatever, and as he keeps losing jobs, he keeps kind of getting weirder.
Here's the thing. Like, none of her reactions are wrong.
Yeah.
She is absolutely right to get frustrated with this dude who keeps losing his jobs, and then all of a sudden all he does is work nights, and he's kind of blowing her off the whole time.
And she's being like hit on by like creeps and
yeah. And so I kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah.
In this. She doesn't do anything wrong, really, because she has no idea that like a statue is coming to life at night.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, she's just trying to hold down her own job at a completely different department store.
Surrounded by jerks. But...
yeah, weird creeps.
Yeah.
So, by the way, the department store that she works for is still around as far as I know.
It's in Reading?
No, I was wrong. It was Harrisburg.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
So it's the no. As far as the show, as far as the movie's concerned, it's in the same city.
Yeah, it's down the street.
It's down the street. They imply.
Gimbals.
Well, yeah, exactly. It would either be Gimbals, which was gone by then. I guess they don't say exactly where in the city it is, but yeah, we'll say it's supposed to be at Gimbals. It's actually filmed at the Boscov's in like Harrisburg.
Huh.
Boscov's is one of the few department stores still around. I think in part because they were smart enough not to try to go national.
Sorry, these are not cool places, by the way.
No, I'm not cool.
We've been talking about Philly and cool places, but no, now we're out in the suburbs, so don't listen to us.
But here's the thing. I kind of miss department stores otherwise.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Boscov's, they still have like a candy department.
Nice. So the second thing is Angry Dad. And no.
No, but is there a dog?
Well, so the thing is, there are angry dads, but not the angry dad. I thought it was his dad. His dad is not part of the movie.
No.
But there's there's an angry dad who like he gets fired over, and like there's lots of angry dad types. So
sure. Yeah. But more importantly, there is a dog.
Yeah, I said there was no dog. I was 100% wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There is a night watchman.
All the success I had in the love triangle part is now eradicated.
So one of the two antagonists in this film is a night watchman played by the guy from Police Academy.
Yes,
yeah,
that guy.
Yeah,
the sergeant.
The sergeant from Police Academy is the night watchman in this movie.
Yeah, and basically the same character.
Yeah, he is, and he is.
I'll get you.
Very much so. He is harassing our hero, at night because he knows there's something fishy going on. And look, this is all very dumb, right?
Yeah, with his dog Rambo.
Yep.
And just like Rambo, he's gonna draw first blood. he says. Which he does not. That dog is, no. He's a pussycat.
Absolutely. He's just like this poor little bulldog.
Yeah.
Just like trotting along. Does not care. And the other antagonist.
Oh, his next dog is named the Terminator.
Yeah, that's right.
Also not useful.
No. But that one I think was a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other antagonist in this film
Oh, boy.
is James Spader.
Oh, he's
at
great.
his oiliest. I think he's fantastic in this.
I love him in this.
It is so weird watching this and comparing it to Pretty in Pink. Where, I mean, at least he's a character in Pretty in Pink. I'll give him that. He's much more interesting to watch in that film than like Andrew McCarthy. Andrew McCarthy in that film is nothing.
Yeah.
In this, he is so over the top. He has basically read the script and said, "Oh, we're doing a dumb 30s screwball comedy. I am the bad guy in it. I am going to wear like these ridiculous pinstripe suits and slick down my hair with oil and just be obnoxious
and keep slicking it down.
And
yes. In every scene, he's always slicking it farther
like
down.
if you touched his head, it would squeak.
Yeah.
I love him in this.
Yeah.
He is. He knows exactly the type of character he is supposed to be playing, and he does it to full hilt. And honestly, this might be the most I've ever liked him in a film. and little did I realize, oh, this is probably the first time I ever saw him in a movie.
Yeah.
So like every time I see him since, I think this is what's in the back of my head.
That's why you have a little more forgiveness, because I've hated him. Like I'm like, oh, him. Like he has to win me over every movie, and sometimes he does, because he is good.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just that there are times when I can't get over his, Spaderness.
But you know what? It works here.
Yeah.
It works here because he knows that this is a really goofy comedy.
Yeah.
He plays into it as the antagonist. And I don't know, there's just something I like about how, he's playing into, we're doing a screwball and I'm just not going to go for any sort of realistic. Nobody in this film is realistic. Everybody is heightened. Everybody is playing a type. And I think I don't know, like looking back at the reviews from the time where everybody said this movie is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This is all very stupid, whatever. And, they said the same thing about Who's That Girl? They say the same thing about, like, a lot of these kind of dumb screwball comedies of the 80s. Looking back now, I don't have a problem with that. I actually think it's good that they play into the artificiality of the type of films that they're making. They're not trying to make realistic films. They're not trying to make grounded comedies. They're not trying to make, romances. I don't know. Like, it's like the American version of Commedia dell'arte, right?
What is that?
Commedia dell'arte is like Italian theater.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have stock characters and you have stock plots, and it's all.
So is this what we were seeing at the end of the Olympics? That one opera.
Yeah, there was some Commedia dell'arte in there. It's basically like you have your star-crossed lovers, you have the angry dad, you have the kind of weird sidekick,
Your dog.
Yes, no, seriously, this is Commedia dell'arte. This is, like I said, you have your sidekick, your Harlequin, the clown. You in Hollywood. Is Harlequin in this? You have your kind of scenery chewing villains. You have all that type of stuff. I mean, that's what a lot of these films in the 80s were doing, was essentially the American version of Commedia dell'arte. Everybody was still wanting something more substantial. They wanted something like they had in the 70s with the New Hollywood and a sort of grittiness or whatever. And the 80s said, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're doing something frivolous and fun. And I understand why at the time everybody said, wait a minute, we were approaching something more interesting and more important, and you're pulling back. And that's not wrong, right? I understand why that would be frustrating. And honestly, it's not like there weren't people still trying to make important stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I would say Scorsese.
Yes.
I think Michael Mann.
Yes,
a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. Like there were still people who were still pushing the envelope at that time.
But I think they're also trying to sort of adapt.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah. Both dudes.
Yeah. But the people who made this, they're not Scorsese. They're not Michael Mann.
No.
But I also don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that they made stock characters just doing a pantomime.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is. This is a type of pantomime. And I mean, maybe it's because we're living 40 years later and we don't even get to have this anymore, right? Like everything that we watch now is so bland and boring, and I don't know.
The thing is, when people look back at this period of movies, they just assume it's going to be about malls.
Right.
And this is not a mall. This is even as 80s as it is, it's still within a like a 30s context.
Yeah.
Store wise.
That's true. I hadn't put that together, but you're right. Yeah. So yeah, basically the plot is barely a plot. It's they hang out at night. This is great. We have these two villains who are trying to expose them, and eventually they are able to capture the mannequin. Meanwhile,
also they get pictures of him having sex with it. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is, we're going to expose him and embarrass him, and he's going to lose his job. And then the mannequin gets like captured by the rival department store because our two villains get fired from Prince and Company, and they get hired by the other department store. And it's like, we can expose.
You know
what
who
they're
they
doing.
should have had as the head of the other head?
Who?
They should have gotten the principal from Breakfast Club. He would have played it better. Like he would have been jerkier and like a little more sinister.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
This guy is like the stock, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, and Estelle Getty is the head of the prince.
I guess. By then I think they were making Golden Girls.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she supports his alternative lifestyle.
Very, very welcoming environment. So dumb. Because they're now working for the rival department store, they're able to kidnap the dummy, and they're going to shred it, in revenge. And, he has to save the...
Well, his girlfriend goes to shred it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the girlfriend works for the rival department store.
Like by now, she's just an antagonist.
Yeah.
Or something. I feel like she's been done wrong by this movie.
I mean, look, if your boyfriend was busy screwing around with a mannequin instead of you, I understand being angry.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I think I would just dump him instead of stealing the mannequin.
Yeah.
Because, he's obviously not that good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You do not need him back.
But I just feel bad that she was kind of being manipulated by these absolute jerks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan and Hollywood, they come to the rescue and...
In a cool car.
and
Remember I called there was a cool car and it was a convertible?
yeah.
And that was Hollywood's car.
Yep.
Bad girl.
Mm-hmm. Again, Hollywood is a style icon.
Yes.
They're able to get to the warehouse where they're going to shred the mannequin, and they save Kim Cattrall.
And she becomes a real girl.
Yep. And everything turns out fine. They get married in the department store window, and everybody gets to crowd around and watch it.
And you know what? I thought for a second they were going to get, they had all turned into mannequins.
Well, they have
just
them
like
very,
I had predicted. But no, it didn't go that way.
They had them all very still.
Yeah.
And so they give you that illusion for a second that they've all been turned into mannequins. But no, they're all alive. They're being married in the window. And I guess it's Hollywood is the best man, and Estelle Getty is there as well. And then there's a judge, and, it's fine. It's a very silly ending.
What gets me is that everyone that works at the store knows he's fooling around with the dummy.
Oh, I know. They're all very well aware, and they spy on him all the time, and they find it all just amusing. Here's the thing. I mean, if you've ever worked for a large company, one guy's a weirdo, sometimes you don't want to get rid of the weirdo. You're just kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this weirdness.
Yeah.
I've definitely, we've worked with guys like that. We're just like...
There used to be a lot more of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss...
Yeah, I miss the weirdos.
I really do. We've worked for the same company for... Me, it's about 20 years. You, it's even longer. And it used to be a lot weirder.
Yeah.
I miss when there were more weirdos.
Yeah.
It was great.
There's some serious weird... Some you were scared of.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. When a guy comes in and he's all bruised because, the mob has been beating him up for not paying his debts, it's just like... Okay, buddy, that's a little much. But everybody else is an amiable type of weirdo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they've weeded out all those guys.
Yeah.
I've gotten so bored.
And somehow we We survived.
I don't like
That's
I
not
don't like
good.
what that says about us.
No. Oh, we've blended in.
Ew.
I know. We finally see the eagle. I'm very glad that we eventually, because like all these shots, they seem to be avoiding the eagle. There's this eagle that's a statue. It's an amazing statue in the middle of the Wanamaker building.
Yeah.
And finally, there's a scene. Oh, and we see the organ.
We do see the organ. Yes.
Yes.
He even it starts to play it like the Phantom of the Opera, but one nice thing watching this film is they do pay attention to the organ at the Wanamaker building, which is the largest organ in the world. That's what she said. I'm sorry.
Good job.
I'm sorry.
I mentioned Vito Acconci.
Yeah.
So there's this one scene where he's been sleeping with her and they're laying under furs.
Yeah.
And then she leaves. And then people are applauding him at the next day. They're like, "Oh, this must be an art piece or something."
Mm-hmm.
And so it reminded me of there's this artist named Vito Acconci who would he was a performance artist in the 70s, and he would do stuff like he would like masturbate under the steps under people and
Jesus, that's not art. That's just being weird.
yes. That was Vito
that's
Acconci.
That's just a pervert, Dennis.
Yes. But that's who that reminded me of.
Oh, God.
Like, I was a fan of Chris Burden, who was another performance artist, but he would do, like, I don't know, less perverty things.
I mean, that's right. Mannequin, a film approved by Vito.
It's a pervy movie, but
Yes.
not in a bad way.
Right. It's a genial perversity.
Let him have his fun.
So that was Mannequin, starring Andrew McCarthy, Kim Cattrall, James Spader, Meshach Taylor, Estelle Getty, G.W. Baily, Carol Davis, Steve Vinovich, and weirdly enough, I knew a minor act, one dude who is like a minor character in this.
And it's our second movie we've seen with him.
Yeah, Steve Lippy. I used to work with him at the Brick Playhouse in Philadelphia, and he is in this as somebody who works at the department store. Written by Edward Rugoff and Michael Gottlieb, and also directed by Michael Gottlieb. Michael Gottlieb, he also has directed things like, we're going to have to watch this at some point. A Kid in King Arthur's Court, Mr. Nanny, some Playboy stuff. Playboy, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This kind of treads on sex, just plain old like softcore comedy.
Oh, it's not. This is so PG.
I know, but I mean, it feels like
It's not Hard Bodies.
I know, but it feels like if they. With like a slightly lesser cast, they would have just gone that direction. But
that might have made a better film. But I love this film. Having said that, I look, this movie's dumb. I kind of love it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first foray into Dennis versus the movies. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
No destruction?
No, this one gets to live.
All right.
Someday you'll bring a movie to me that I'll have to destroy.
Well,
somehow.
We'll find out what the next movie is soon. Meanwhile, you of course can follow us on Mary vs. Movies at all of your big socials, TikTok and Instagram, and we're on Facebook, we're on Tumblr, whatever, Blue Sky, Mastodon, you name it, we are there. You can go to our website and look all that stuff up. We have like a Patreon where you can help support the show, patreon.com/MaryVSMovies, and for $3 a month you help pay for what we're doing, because all of this does costs money. But if you sign up for the $3 a month level, you also get access to Hollywood Avalon, where we watch Arthurian movies and try to put out an episode once a month. We kind of forgot to put one out in February because we have had a lot of personal stuff going on, but we are going to make up for that. So sorry, folks who are subscribed. We are aware that we missed February, but otherwise, I mean, look, we've got like 30 episodes, in the can. So if you want to watch it, if you want to listen to us talk about things that are Arthurian, it is patreon.com/MaryVSMovies. We've covered Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. We've covered the movie King Arthur from 2004, which I hate. We've covered Excalibur, which is amazing and maybe the best Arthurian movie ever made. We've watched Bugs Bunny cartoons. We've watched episodes of MacGyver. We've watched, if it is Arthurian, we will cover it at some point. There's some big ones that we haven't done yet. I've been holding off on, like, Monty Python and the Holy Grail and The Sword and the Stone and whatnot. But, we will get to them, But, patreon.com/MaryVSMovies. All right. So this is, of course, Dennis versus the Movies month, and we've been picking movies for Dennis to watch. We, of course, did our first one, which was Mannequin. Now we've got 3 more to pick from.
How are we doing this? We're getting a 6-sided die? And then just like 1 to 2 is something?
That's so much math I don't need to think about. So we'll just, here's a
I used to have a 30-sided die.
Oh, God, what is wrong with you? All right. If it comes up 1, we roll again. But 2 is The Never-Ending Story.
All right.
3 is An American Tale. And 4 is Network. So,
all right.
2, 3, 4. Whatever you come up with.
1.
That's a 1. You're really bad at this.
3.
That would be An American Tale.
An American Tale.
All right. So our next film will be An American Tale.
Yeah, I don't really have a opinion on this one.
That's good.
At all. I guess, is there a boat?
I'm not going to tell you.
All right. I think there's a boat.
Well, boat or not, until next time.
Why can't I be a mannequin too?